Hello guys, in this video I'm going to explain about Kirchhoff current law, or simply you can call it as what KCL. So before going to discuss about KCL, first I want to explain 3 points here. These 3 points are very important in order to find unknown parameter by using Kirchhoff current law. Now if n elements, n resistors are connected in series, for example here R1, R2, R3 are connected in series. So you know how to find R equivalent. So when the elements are connected in series, so you can add the resistance value R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now if I ask you what is the current flowing at R1, R2, R3, so you will say the current is same at R1, R2, R3. For example, if current at R1 is 2 ampere, same 2 ampere current will be, the 2 ampere will flow at R2 and 2 ampere current will flow at R3. Because when elements are connected in series, same current will flow throughout that circuit. Clear? Now if I ask you voltage across R1, R2, R3, the voltage drop is different. So here voltage drop is V1 at R1, voltage drop is V2 at R2, voltage drop is V3 at R3. Now this voltage drop is directly proportional to what? Resistance value. If the resistance value is higher, then the voltage drop at that particular resistor is high. Okay, clear? Now this is all about what? When resistors are connected in series. Now what happened when resistors are connected in parallel? So this is quite opposite to resistors connected in series. So here we have 3 resistors and 1 voltage source, and here this is R1 resistor, R2 and R3. Now if I ask you how to find R equivalent, you simply write 1 by R equivalent equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus and 1 by R3. So if you do LCM and all, you will find what? R equivalent. This is already we have discussed in our when resistors are connected in series and parallel concept. Now if I ask you what is the voltage drop across resistors, so the voltage drop across each resistor is same. Suppose if I say the voltage drop is 2 volt at R1, so the same 2 volts at R2, same 2 volts at R3, because these 3 elements are connected in parallel. Clear? So this is very important point. Next thing, what is the current? See, this is connected in what? Parallel. So that if you consider IT is the total current, after coming here, it has 3 ways to go. Some of the current will go here, and it will go here, and it will go here. Okay? So the current IT is going to divide into 3 parts. IT equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So this concept we will use for the Kirchhoff current law. Okay, clear? Now here in this circuit you have clear how to find R equivalent. Then what is the voltage drop across each resistor? Voltage drop across each resistor is same. The next thing, if I ask you what is the current at R1, R2, R3, and it is different. Current is depends on what? Inversely proportional to resistance value. So the current is what? Inversely proportional to resistance value. So if the resistance value is higher, what happened? Current is low at that particular resistor. Suppose if the resistance value at R1 is low, then the current will flow at R1 is very high. So the current flow completely depends on what? The resistance value, and it is inversely proportional to the current. Okay, clear? This is my second point. And coming to third point, you need to understand what is node. Node is nothing but a point, and it is a interconnection of 2 or more elements. For example, this is my point. So here we have 2 resistors are connected, R1 and R2. Now if I ask you, R1 and R2 is connected here in this particular point. So can I call it as node? Yes, of course. This is what? My node 1. And if I say here, this is what? My R3. So here R1, R2, R3 is connected in a common place, that is nothing but node. So node is nothing but a point, and it is a interconnection of 2 or more points. Okay, clear? If you understand these 3 points, it is very easy to solve KCL. Now what is the statement for the KCL? The KCL states that the sum of the current entering into any node, okay, sum of the current entering into any node. For example, if you consider this is my node, let us consider this is what my current entering is equal to the sum of the current leaving from that node. So suppose some current is leaving from here. Now you need to say here, this is my entering current. Let us consider this is 2 ampere. And this is my leaving current. Let us consider 2 ampere. 2 ampere equal to 2 ampere. This is nothing but KCL. It states that sum of the current entering into any node is equal to the sum of the current leaving from that node. So I already explained, node is nothing but what? Interconnection of two or more branches. For example, here I have given this circuit. First thing you need to identify how many nodes we have. How many nodes we have. Now see these three resistors. Let us consider this is R1, R2, R3 is connected a common point. This is what my node here. Yes or no? And now this three another side. R1, R2, R3, another terminal B is connected here. Yes or no? So if you feel confused to identify nodes, this circuit you can also represent it like this. So you can represent this is R1, R2, R3, and this is my point. See here, and there is no difference between this circuit and the above circuit. This is my Vs and this is my point node and this is another point. See here, now what is the total current is coming here? This is the IT. So total current IT is coming to this node. As per the statement, what I need to write? Current entering into any node. That means what current is entering into this node A? IT is equal to current leaving from that node. And this node only. How much current is leaving? Suppose I1 is flowing to R1 plus I2 is flowing to R2 plus and I3 is flowing to the R3. This is all about Kirchhoff current law. Current entering into any node is equal to sum of the current leaving from that node. Okay. So this one I also can write IT minus I1 minus I2 minus I3 equal to 0. It is very simple. Now for second example, see how many nodes we have? Two or more elements are connected in a common place. So here, see, this is the common place that all elements are connected here. Now, as per KCL, how many currents are entering into this node A and how many currents are leaving from this node A by using the arrow mark. See, I1 is coming, so I1 plus I2 is also entering into node A, so I2 plus, and see I7 is what entering, therefore I7, and here I4 is also entering plus I4, and I3 leaving, I5 leaving, and I6 leaving equal to, so I3 is leaving here from the node plus, and I5 is leaving plus I6 is leaving. Yes or no? So the sum of the current entering into node is equal to sum of the current leaving from that node. So therefore I can write I1 plus I2 plus I7 plus I4 minus I3 minus I5 minus I6 equal to 0. KCL is very simple. By using this principle, you can solve various unknown parameters in the circuit. Now for example, see here in problem 1, there is a voltage source V. So here they have given what is the current flowing from the source. How much current? 50 milliampere. Now these three resistors R1, R2, R3 are connected in what? Connected in parallel. So if elements are connected in parallel, this whole thing is what? I can consider as what? One node A. Suppose if you understand, if you feel it is difficult to understand, you can also redraw this circuit like this. Okay, you can also redraw this circuit like this. So here this is R1 and this is R2 and this is R3. Now here you have what? Here you have a voltage source and some current is flowing here. This is 50 milliampere. Now see, can I say this is my node A? So you can redraw the circuit like this. Both circuits are same, no changes at all. Okay. Now as per this diagram, so here my node is what? A, and how much current is entering? 50 milliampere is entering, is equal to, and from this node the sum of the current leaving from node A. So this 30 milliampere is going to R1, 30 milliampere plus, and 10 milliampere is going to R2, and plus they didn't give the I3 current. So therefore this is I3. So 50 minus this is what? 40. Okay, equal to I3. So I3 equal to what? 10 milliampere. Now see, by using this one, by using KCL, you can find the unknown parameter. Okay, you can find unknown parameter here. Now see another problem here. So this is my problem number 2, and I need to find the current of I1, I2 and I3 by using what? By using KCL. By using KCL. So here what is then? First you need to identify how many nodes we have. So as resistor R1, R2, R3 are connected in parallel, so these three things are connected in a common place. I can consider this is my node A. Okay. Now how much current is coming to this node? 50 ampere is coming. So as per the statement, 50 ampere equal to, and this current from this node, how many currents are leaving? So I1 is going to R1 plus I2 is going to R2 plus I3. Yes or no? Yes. So as per Ohm's law, you know V equal to IR, and if you want to find current I equal to V by R. Yes or no? So in my first slide, I told you when elements are connected in series, the voltage is same. Yes or no? Voltage is same. So here what is the voltage at R1, R2, R3? The voltage drop is same. So that I can consider V is the voltage by R, means R1 here 2, and I2 V by R. So voltage is same, V by R means what? 1, plus I3 voltage is same, V by 5. Now see, can I take V common? Of course, if I take V common, I will get 1 by 2 plus 1 plus 1 by 5. Now what would be the LCM here? LCM is what? 5 into 2, 10. So if I write 10 here, 5 ones and 5, 2 ones and 2 5s. And here this is 10. And here if I write 10 here, 5 ones and 5 2s. Okay. Now 50 equal to voltage 15, 17 by 10. Therefore you need voltage. Therefore 50 into 10 by 17. So 50 into 10, 500, 500 by 17. So you will get voltage drop across this one is what? 29.41. Okay. Now if I ask you what is the voltage drop across R1? 29.41. Across R2? 29.41. Across R3? 29.41. Once if you know voltage, you can find I1. What is the formula for I1? I1 equal to V by R1. So therefore V means what? 29.41 by R1 means what? 2. Therefore I1 equal to here, you can find this is 14.70 ampere. Now you can find I2 also. I2 equal to what? V by R2. So V equal to what? 29.41 by R2 means what? 1. Therefore I2 equal to what? 29.41 ampere. And you can find I3 also. I3 equal to V by R3. So V means what? 29.41 by R3 means what? 5. So if you calculate this one, you will get 5.88 ampere. Clear? Now see, by using KCL, we found the voltage across each resistor, and at the same time you find current across R1, R2, R3. Now what is the total current here? 50 ampere. As per KCL, the current entering into a node is equal to current leaving from that node. So what is the current entering? 50 ampere. Same current has to leave from that node. So therefore 50 As per the KCL, you can write I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now you already know I1, I2, I3. If you add these three currents, that should be equal to what? 50 ampere. 29.1, 5.88. Therefore, you will get what? 50 ampere equal to 50 ampere. So at a node A, 50 ampere is entering and 50 amperes is leaving. So this is the advantage of KCL. You can find some unknown parameters from this. Okay. So I hope it is the concept is clear to you. Thank you so much.